The Earbuds Podcast, presented by Headliner Music Club.
Welcome to the Earbuds Podcast, episode number 9, presented by Headliner Music Club. Just welcome everybody, and we got a special guest on today's show, Cheyenne Giles from
What's up, everybody?
San Diego.
Stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, you're like from around the world, but we're just gonna put San Diego as kind of like your, the pin drop. That's what we're gonna say right there.
All right.
But welcome to the podcast. This is we're really excited to have you, and we also got. It's summer now, or I guess almost summer. I think Friday is the official day for summer. We're recording this on Tuesday, so things are moving right now. We're gonna go into Sneaky Slappers. We got some big room edits that we want to talk about. So, what's the scenario? What's the first song that you'll be coming out with? I think that's a good topic because people don't know, or they ask you, what are you playing? What's the first song you're gonna come out with? So we're gonna go over that and your edit submissions. We have a lot of edits to go over, so thank you guys for sending those in. Big shout out to Bobby Boucher in Cleveland and Good Chill,
our intern.
Good
Your
chill.
intern, yeah. You guys have an intern? Are they paid internships?
No, he's getting school
I'd
credit.
probably put you in a hard position right now. He's like, shit, man, why am I getting paid?
We gave him
Congratulations.
Lunches and dinners and credit.
That works. That works. Five, what you been up to? I know you did the Wish You Were Here party in San Diego, and how did that go?
Man. It was Memorial Sunday, right? It was a day party. It was our dogs, DJ Chaos, Reeves, Tony Tone, Good Chill, someone else too. Fuck, I'm forgetting somebody.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it was a dope party. It was super.
Courtyard,
right? Huh?
Is that a courtyard?
It was Courtyard. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was Good Chill, Tony Tone, me, Chaos. Oh yeah, I got everyone. But yeah, dude, it was dope. Super open format. I opened it up with, West Coast, They Not Like Us, and then did a lot of R&B, like a lot of throwback R&B, some ballet funk, a little, fucking classics and shit. So
it was a good party overall.
Yeah.
Dang, ballet funk is actually like making a comeback. Heavy.
It just like got that energy to it, like a bounce to it,
Yeah.
And I just like mixing it in with like in and out of stuff, and yeah.
Is this a daytime party?
Yeah, it was a daytime party. It started.
Do you play differently? Okay, this is okay. Here's one of my questions right now, and I think anyone could speak on this. Are you playing different songs or different edits during the day because the sun's out? It's like feel good vibes, or are you kind of like
depends on how hot it is too. Yeah,
like, that's another question. Like, are you kind of adjusting your set accordingly because the sun's out?
Well, it's the type of party too, because Hickeys and Dry Humps, they have a good following down there. So like they're known for like just doing eclectic, dope parties. So I didn't do a normal,
that's a party
like,
called Dry Humps?
Hickeys and Dry Humps.
Hickeys and Dry Humps is like a
oh shit.
that's been around for a long time.
Crew, like, and they do like mad.
We're missing something, man. We don't have that out east. I think you guys know.
Hickeys and
shout out to
Dry
Jules
Humps. Okay.
and his crew. Yeah, they run it. They run shit down there. So in San Diego, but yeah, man, I play a little different.
Different depending on the weather.
Nobody wants to listen to some dirty like bass house or dubstep drop.
No, I mean you can though. You can drop it like
Like I would rather listen to, I love Crank That and I love John Summit, but I would listen to John Summit at the pool rather than getting beat down by Crank That when it's 99. That's
100%. Yeah.
right. For sure.
Some people need that though, Sean.
yeah.
Some people come there looking for that.
Like Good Chill played like some Afro beats on my piano. Tony Tone played like R&B. It was vibes, man. So
sweet. Cool. Neil, you were in the Hamptons, or you're going to be in the Hamptons, or tell us about the Hamptons.
I was in the Hamptons. I was in Montauk. I was playing at Somewhere Nowhere. It's a nightclub in New York City. Has a it's a pop up. A lot of the nightclubs in New York.
Do they all have pop ups? I did Bounce's pop up in Montauk too.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a handful of venues you can actually take over. Like these nightclubs will take over like bar and grills.
They don't have air conditionings though.
No.
Yeah, no. Man, that shit is.
No,
I don't do well in heat, and that is, and it's like not even like dry heat. It's just
it's humid. It's like a blanket. You like run around in summer with a blanket on.
And mosquitoes. Like that's a real,
because you're actually next to the water. Like you're at the beach pretty much. So yeah, basically it was cool. I mean, they have this new spot called Placebo, which is a restaurant. I want to say it is a Puerto Rican inspired restaurant, and then it turns into a club that does more Afro house and Latin house. And then there's another room called Don Jaguar, and that's the open format room, and that's where all the bottle buyers and table spenders. Am I saying that right? I feel like I said that so many times that I completely forgot. Anyway, I play that room. And so it's cool. I mean, that's where everybody goes. In New York, during the summertime, during the weekends, you either go to the Jersey Shore, Atlantic City, or you go to the Hamptons, and where I play at is in Montauk. So, and that's cracking. Like, they have a huge festival this weekend.
But it takes like 4 hours to get there, right? Unless you take a helicopter.
Yeah, because it's really because there's like at one point when you start to get closer to the Hamptons, there's only one road in and one road out.
Oh wow, yeah.
And that road gets backed up.
Yeah. It is
all
brutal.
the time.
I mean,
man.
This weekend is going to be crazier. They have Swedish House Mafia playing.
Holy moly, guacamole.
Yeah. It's this weekend.
Is that like that same party that like Chainsmokers did like that one time? They got in trouble.
Yeah, they got huge trouble. That was like right when the pandemic was letting up.
And they're like, they still did it.
I'm 99% sure that this is the same people that are doing this one. They have Swedish House Mafia. They have, I believe, Kygo and there's like a few people on that lineup, but Swedish House Mafia is probably going to pull 90% of Manhattan.
That's wild.
So
yeah, man, Kygo.
Yeah, Kygo's huge too, especially in Montauk.
Yeah. That's perfect. We were just talking about the like Kygo's dope, but like at night it's not the same. Like during the day, like I feel like Kygo's a perfect
like Kygo
beach.
Out there,
yeah, that's just that vibe. All right, cool. Cheyenne, what do you got going on?
I was in Arizona last weekend. It was dope. I played a place called Almost Famous, geared towards like I think they were open format, but they really geared it toward house music lately, and they've seen a huge like uptick in their sales and stuff. And it's been, dude, it's like a full on boiler room in there, and it was crazy.
Yeah,
I had a great
time. Underground.
Time.
Yeah, it's right across. It's right in that Old Town area, and I could speak on it because we had our one of our company's holiday parties there. But it was like such a cool, unique room, kind of lower ceilings, and you have that like intimate space, but it's kids like rage there, so it's
it was insane.
Really cool spot. Yeah. I was in Montreal for F1. I don't know anything about F1. I'm not sure if you guys do, but it's so crazy, the people that come up from all over the world and travel to see cars, and they go really fast.
What's the F in F1 mean?
What'd you say?
What's the F in F1 mean?
Is it Formula, right? Is it?
I don't know. Just making sure, man. Just making sure.
You guys are asking me like, I don't know.
Just making sure you know.
No, I mean, that was a guess. So Formula One in Montreal, it was cool. Shout out to Mao, shout out to George and everybody over there. They just opened a brand new club. So, so that was pretty much it. Cool, guys. Let's go over to the charts really quick for the month. HMC charts. Just going to scroll through these. Wookie and Trace, Shake That, #1. You guys heard that? It's like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I play it every week on Fade You.
It's dope.
Yeah. Big record.
Disclosure, She Gone, Dance On. That's a new entry.
That's a good feeling record.
That's going to be a summer anthem, right?
Oh, it's so good. It's so
like,
vibey.
it's just, I was waiting for it forever. I kept asking Evers, like, when is that?
It's kind of like a disco house record, right? Would you consider that?
A little faster. It's like a 134.
It's 130. BPM. Yeah, you got it right. 134. 134. $1 Million Baby Do Twins remix. Tommy Richmond is #3. Sexy Red, It's My Birthday. Nova's Edit, #4. #5 is Tommy Richmond and Lil Wayne, $1 Million Baby Fashion Edit. Vandal on the Track, Pretty Girl Walk, Nova Club Edit. #7 is Quad City DJ Space Jam.
It's a good edit.
It's an edit. Yeah, it's a boombox edit. #8 is Houdini, just the regular version. I did not know that. Are people playing? Are you guys, anybody playing the Houdini?
I haven't had the chance to yet. But yeah.
I've got
It
zero requests for that.
samples Abracadabra, right?
What's Abracadabra?
Steve Miller Band. Abracadabra.
No, Houdini?
I hate singing it. Yeah.
Oh, Abracadabra. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
I've only heard it like once so far. So
Only know that because
Dude,
Good
it's
Chill's
like-
working on an edit right now.
Yeah, it's like it's charting. So I was just like, I don't know. I guess it's
Maybe
up
like
there.
bars and stuff. I haven't.
I don't know.
Had the chance to
Interesting.
play it.
I heard it once, and for some reason, I thought the vocals
everyone's gonna
were
play
like
it.
way
I feel
too
like
low.
it's gonna catch for sure.
Do you think Eminem is a artist that people that are going out can relate to? That is that their generation, or do you think that's
No.
kind of okay? So I think that's like the hard thing. So it's like
It
you
sucks
know-
because I hate to see it because I love Eminem and stuff, but like I mean even I live with Knock 2 and stuff, and he bases on him all the time. It's like this guy, like I don't know, they just don't get it.
Yeah, there's like that gap of the older people that would go out and know it, and then the younger people. It's kind of like I don't know if it connects with them as much as we had it. Also, what else do we have here? Number
9.
Number 9 is Bada Dan, the Knock 2 remix.
It's like my favorite record right now.
Big.
Oh no shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then Hello HMC 2024 edit. So that's number 10. Cool. Let's go over the Billboard really quick. Eminem, Houdini. I just want to talk about that. Well, I guess we just kind of covered that. So yeah, we're all kind of on the fence about, don't know if it's going to work. But I Had Some Help is number 1. Post Malone, Morgan Wallen. You guys playing that? Or are the remixes out? Or
Playing remixes like playing the Cases and I think it's the Cases and Rick Wonder edit, or both of them. They either have one together or
I'm doing the Burnout
each made one, but
version.
Cheyenne, are you playing that record?
I would maybe play that like the last 15 minutes if I needed more records on a towel set. If it's a long extended set, not on my normal set. Like if I'm only doing 75 or 90-minute set, that's not fitting in there.
Are you do you watch what you play at festivals compared to certain rooms and clubs?
Oh yeah, 100%. Every set's like way geared. Like a festival's like I have to make 3 sets this weekend.
No shit.
Because on Sunday I play a festival and I'm not going to play it. Like all my stuff goes to like 140, 150 at festivals. Like even all my Cheyenne Giles stuff. Like instead of my drop, I like to put it up to like some hard techno or like I don't know. Because if you're going on stage after Hardwell, like or before, you don't want to get shown up by like, dude, those guys with the end, they just come with energy. They know how to play those big stages, and when you do those big stages, you can play different stuff, and it sounds good. So
you don't have to play the hits that are on these charts. Basically, is what you're saying. You can just kind of go around them.
I love playing the hits on the charts because I come from an open format. I love when people are singing along, and like I like the sing-alongs parts of it more than the banger stuff. But you gotta like when you get a stage like that, like $150,000 stage with the speakers and stuff, you got to use that thing. Like, so those, like, if you go see a DJ Snake in Vegas, he's not going to play the same set that he plays at Coachella. It's just so different. Right. Everything's 140, 150, just banger.
That's true. So, all right. Well, Sabrina Carpenter is at number 2. Please, please, please. I don't know if that's a record that anyone's playing. Number 3,
big radio record. Yeah,
I think Espresso too. That's another radio record. Shabuzi, a bar song, number 4. $1 Million Baby, number 5. Kendrick, number 6. Not Like Us. Hosier, right?
Hosier.
Too Sweet, number 7. Houdini, number 8. Birds of a Feather, number 9, and Teddy Swims, Lose Control, number 10.
Not for nothing, that Billie Eilish album is sick.
Really?
I was gonna actually put that on my Insta story. Billie Eilish's album is very good.
Did you break up with somebody?
No. You got to listen to it. It's actually very good.
Good pop album.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. No, there's no club records though, right? Or just
she definitely went
party records.
Higher in tempo, but it's not. I mean, it's Billie Eilish. She's not doing like disco records or anything
talented.
like that. But it's a very well done album.
I was kind of wondering because didn't she play a set at Coachella? Like in the Do-Lab?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
I saw that.
She DJ'd?
She had a set in Do-Lab. It was like, she was a secret guest. It was her. And so I was wondering, maybe she was playing her album.
I did.
Like,
I saw videos of that. Holy shit. I forgot about that. We never talked about that, but that was a good, yeah. All right, cool. Really quick. Let's go over to TikTok trending. $1 Million Baby. Are you guys, Cheyenne, are you playing that record?
I have like 3 remixes I made to that I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to drop.
Ooh.
So
they're not released, is what you're saying.
I am playing it. Actually, the one that I have been playing that I like is the Rick Wonder. Like Rick Wonder put one out. That one's perfect for Vegas. Like great for Vegas. But I just like to play all my own stuff, so I have to make like my own edit to it.
Are we getting an HMC exclusive drop of one of those?
You guys always put my shit up first. You guys always have it exclusively for the first couple days.
Nah, every time he sends it, I'm like, let's get it up.
Yeah.
Dope. Cool. You My Everything, Sexy Red, and Drake. That's number 2. I don't know if it's kind of a chill song. It's like
that song. She's so authentic that you got like. I just like her because her authenticity. Yeah, it's like she doesn't even give a fuck. That's why I like it. It's just authentic.
I haven't played it yet, and Scratchy hates that record.
I don't like the record either. It's just
I don't like it either. It's just so funny.
Everything she puts out, it just seems to be a hit.
I think you can just do a whole like Sexy Red little like quick mega set, and then you can just call it a night.
But people sing with Sexy Red. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to the crowd or anything. People connect with her. So
yeah, the birthday record is going to be like.
Maybe she's saying what they're already thinking. So it's like, I don't have the balls to say this, but I'm just gonna let her say it. That's my booty.
What, like ski? Like people, that was what people were thinking.
How? That's my booty.
Yeah, man. Like, I want to say ski so bad, but I'm not gonna say it. But she did it for us. That's what you're trying to get at. But, okay, hey, big up to Sexy Red. Birds of a Feather at number 3. Tell Your Girlfriend. Lay Banks number 4. That was a Philly record. I remember Lobi was talking about that. Not Like Us number 5. Kendrick. Rock Your Hips 310 Baby. Is anyone touching that?
I have not even heard of that one yet.
That's a West Coast record. So 5. You know that or no?
I don't know.
I just saw it right now.
Okay. Tinashe Nasty number 7. Gata Only number 8. Band for Band, Central C, Lil Baby number 9, and Please Please Please, Sabrina Carpenter number 10. Okay, cool.
So these TikTok charts are these ones are tough, man. These things will pop up. $1 Million Baby will be number 1 today, and then like 9 tomorrow.
Yeah, but then it'll be like Mariah Carey Christmas will be in July. It'll be like number 1. We're like, why the fuck is this
chart? What chart do you guys think like matters more? Like what matters more like every week, like to look at? Do you think TikTok is better or like
I think TikTok is good for like if you want to stay on a trend of maybe the younger audience, like a college kids and stuff like that, and you're kind of trying to be like, hey, what's
like a resonating with that have or something?
Yeah, or like what's resonating?
Like the finance song or something like that.
Dude, that finance song, I just downloaded it. I was like, what is this? And then
didn't Getta make a song with her?
Basically,
that girl
he made it real.
Yeah, I just got it, and I was like, but those types of records, I think that I don't know, man. They work because, like, I mean, the TikTok charts are definitely something you got to look at. I don't necessarily think you have to play off of them, but it's something to be knowledgeable on. Being like, okay, that's where that song came from. Or I think we've noticed it a lot because Billboard it compiles radio play, streams, everything. So you're kind of getting, Judy from Ohio, I'm sorry, I'm using Ohio or Alabama or whatever, who just likes to, do dishes. Or that sounds bad. Judy likes to ride her bike. Okay. So like Judy likes to ride her bike, right? And like, that's her song that she's been streaming like crazy. I don't necessarily know if that's going to be something that we can gauge off of, but maybe
for New York, TikTok, for some reason, like that finance song, I've only gotten one request for that. Certain things that when people say, oh, it's big on TikTok, and I'll try it. Maybe it's the way that I'm playing it, but it just doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. It also helps if you're like Loud Luxury does the visual to it behind. Like, you gotta have a visual guy that travels with you. They have to plan it all out. Like, I know they're going to the club, like putting like stuff in the visual like thing. I've been there, like,
to kind of sell the records a little bit more.
Yeah, because they like something will happen like that day, and they'll have a visual for it. Like crazy.
Yeah, for us, it's more like it's still SoundCloud and YouTube is the things that like kind of dictate the viral stuff for us at this point. I mean, it just seems like it because everything that I'm playing is like, did you hear the SoundCloud of this? And I'm like ripping it off of, some sort of MP3 recorder. So yeah, I'm not really doing TikTok too much.
I don't think I could do that. I can't rip shit. I'm just like,
I don't either, but like sometimes, like when Everybody came out with Kanye, like I couldn't find the original to that.
Yeah, I think
there's songs that like just the artist will never come out with.
Yeah. Like, Playboy Cardi released something, but it was literally only on YouTube. I had to rip that, and everyone somehow knew that one. So it's stuff like that. I typically don't. I stay away from that stuff, but it's sometimes when I'm in situations like that.
Yeah. Speaking of, here's some other charts real quick. We'll just go over the Apple Music. Those are city charts. Not Like Us. Kendrick is still #1. I'm guessing I played it. I was in Vegas the last 2 weeks and they know it. But if you play it in like a place like Chicago, they're not singing it. So I think that's still kind of, are you playing that, Cheyenne? Are you playing a remix of that or do you ever touch those like, I guess, topical records?
I haven't touched the new Drake and Kendrick drama. No, I haven't touched any of those new ones.
Yeah. 5 of you, Neil, are you guys still playing? You guys are still playing that, right?
Played in Austin.
Not Like Us is huge here.
Yeah. I played it in Austin and it worked. It was pretty big too.
It worked pretty well.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
New York has Cash Cobain. Rump Punch is #1. I don't even know what that is.
So there's this like whole wave of they're calling it sexy drill. That's actually my ones to watch. He just was like recording a video on it, but for us, like Cash Cobain is the guy right now.
Where's he from?
I believe the Bronx, but please, if anybody in New York is listening to this, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Bronx.
Yeah, he's on a lot. He's on featuring on a lot of songs too.
Yeah, he's on Don Toliver's album. Yeah, he's on like
Don's album.
Yeah, well, Rump Punch is #1, and then Central C, Lil Baby, Band for Band is up there too. I think it's like #2 or 3. So
Band for Band's huge here.
It's huge.
What the fuck, dude? I don't even have that record, but I don't know if that's a regional thing as well. Okay, and then Chicago is Sabrina Carpenter, Please, Please, Please. So we have no hip hop here. That's what it's just Chicago chart is. Please, 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 and then #2 is Shabuzi, a bar song. So yeah. All right, cool. So let's go into our next segment. Just want to go over these albums trending artists real quick. Kate Trinata, have you guys, anyone heard that? The new album?
I haven't listened to it, but I can't wait because he's so amazing.
Yeah, it's dope. Did
he win a Grammy or Black Coffee win a Grammy for the last album? I think he was up for a Grammy. I think Black Coffee.
I think it was Kate Trinata that won this last one. Black Coffee was the year before that, I think.
Yeah, I think Kate Trinata won this past year.
So yeah, if Kate Trinata is winning Grammys, I'm sure it's
doing something right. Yeah,
fire.
Mustard's dropping a new album on Friday. Depending on when you listen to this, it could be already out, but just keep an ear out for that one. Eminem making a comeback. I think we kind of touched already on that. The Eminem, stuff. We don't really necessarily know if it's resonating with people that are out these days, or if it's something that we just kind of.
I do think the new one's going to resonate.
Okay,
it has enough of the old. It has enough of the old. Like the first line is like, isn't it the first line of the Lil Slim Shady or something, or the other one that was big?
Froze. Oh, there you go.
Oh, no,
are you there?
What was the other one?
You froze just before you're about to explain.
Yeah, you froze for a second. Go ahead. You're saying that
the first line of the song like gives you like the nostalgic that you need from like his old stuff.
Oh shit.
I don't think this platform wants you to talk about Eminem. You literally froze right when you were about to explain it again.
Well, all good. I guess the world doesn't want any Eminem. So.
Yeah. They're like, all right, let's just freeze him right here. Let's just cut this right here.
Block him. Okay, so Eminem, Cheyenne thinks he's gonna take off. Everyone else is kind of
like Drake leads it, like it goes on and on. I got da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And in like the beginning of his song, he does like the whole first line is from his old music. I feel like that's gonna like that resonates with people.
Yeah, that's true.
I could see that.
Well, it's on the charts. It's doing something right. So
yeah, and it's like dance. It's like 127. You could put it like right after Tekka, DJ Snake. Like it's right in that lane of like pop,
true too,
house.
I'm sure a bunch of edits.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't even know what's in the same key or anything.
A lot of edits are
like shit. Now I want to try this.
A lot of edits are coming out this week, so
we'll try it out this week.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to touch on, because we do have Cheyenne here, and I think we were discussing it offline, but we were kind of going into the festivals or clubs, and your background, you kind of done both, and you still do both. And I think, I think that the question I have is more or less like, what are you seeing in festivals compared to clubs in the summer? Is there a big difference in terms of the crowds or the people you're getting, or, you know?
I missed half of that.
Oh shit. All right. So basically I was saying that are festivals or clubs, are they better in the summer, or is it, you know?
I would definitely say festivals are better in the summer. Everyone wants to be outside in the summer. And then, you know, like the only clubs that are better in the summer, I would say, is like Forward, because, you know, it openly opens in the summer.
Or day clubs like in Vegas.
Yeah, the open air spots.
I would say the summer, the day clubs suck in Vegas, because I mean, but they're the only times they're open. So, but it's give and take. Like,
yeah,
it sucks being outside. I mean, it's still a club. So yeah, I would still say festivals are better than clubs in the summer, because obviously, like, at least in festivals, you don't have to, you're outside, you can go back to your camp, or you can go sit somewhere. In a club, you're kind of there.
Yeah, you're stuck there, and it is what it is. At least there's more options. Or like, yeah, I mean, I think the energy is probably different just being outside and with a bunch of people, like, you know, compared to being indoors and stuffy and stuff like that. But
yeah.
Cool. And then my other question, I guess this is for everyone. EDM, are you guys touching it? Is it a fad, or is it one of those things that is kind of here to stay? I think I just kind of want everyone's opinion on the EDM movement.
I think it's not going to go anywhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not going anywhere.
It's going to be a slow, what is it? A slow build here. I thought after Shabuzi, like, it's just going to just start to ramp up, but it's kind of just hovering between Shabuzi and
it's just going to take one or
Post
two
Malone thing.
really good producers that really want to champion it and like really take it.
We're gonna need
Diplo was starting to do it at first, but he's got so much other projects.
Actually, like,
I feel like
become
he can't.
a thing. It's just kind of hovering right
Always
now.
be
It's
working
full on
on
a thing in LA for sure. You know, because we just had Stagecoach, right? And then we got parties around here in Hollywood. Desert 5 has a country night. I think Poppy did have one. I don't know if they do it anymore. And then there's a event called EDC happening.
What?
Yeah, it's Insomniac. So they're doing one out here. And then, you know,
Cheyenne, get on that.
Just like,
get on that bill.
yeah.
I mean, back in the day, it was hard to like make remixes of country stuff because there was no stems, there was no vocals, there was no nothing. Now everyone can stem everything, so it's so easy to make remixes of anything now. So
remixes and edits like from all the homies in Nashville,
and
Texas. So if you need them,
gotcha.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I guess EDM is an actual thing. It's here to stay. All right, cool. Let's go over the new records you guys are playing out. Does anyone want to start that? I think we just want to kind of see what you guys are all playing. Actually, let's start with Cheyenne because he's our guest.
Like I said, my probably two are the record that I love the most right now is that Badadon record.
Yeah.
That one, every time I play it, no matter where I'm at, even at like just a random format club, people know that song and love it. It was all over Coachella and stuff. You can't go to any set and not hear Badadon, so everyone knows it. How do you say it?
Badadon? Badana? How do you pronounce it? Badanadon?
I don't know. I saw somebody on Instagram being like, hey, does anybody know the name of the song? It's talking about bananas and Ramadan.
Badadon.
It goes like it goes bananas, eat bananas and Ramadan or something. I was like, oh,
whoa.
No shit. I don't even know where the song came from, but I hear it all the time. So it's just like, then I don't know the origins of the record. Badadon. 5, what do you got?
Nothing new, man. Did I talk about? Did I say BBL Drizzy last time? Don Toliver Bandit, right? That's probably the only thing new I've added.
Okay.
Which one?
Bandit. Don Toliver.
Bandit. Don Toliver's big record.
I love that song.
Neil, what do you got?
For me, for my top 5 is Espresso. That's what we're
top
talking about,
5?
Right? Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
we get like mad requests for Espresso.
Really?
Like people singing it. Like it's
one thing dope about New York is you play the original version too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
No shit.
Probably like right out of Dancing Queen and shit.
Pretty much. I mean, you can. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
But it's weird because you'll go Espresso. This could be the same room. You go Espresso, then you go band for band.
Wow.
Not Like Us is still massive here. For sure, Cash Cobain, but the remix with Ice Spice, and Nasty, Tinashe.
Oh, Tinashe. Okay.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that's on my list.
Yeah, that's
a super viral record.
Yeah. I got Disclosure, She Gone, Dance On. I like that record a lot. That's I kind of added that in there. And then Sexy Red, It's My Birthday. Anything with birthdays just usually works, and it usually gets a good reaction. And Sexy Red has been anything she's been putting out, just people are resonating. I just usually just do the hook. I'm not really playing the whole song. All right, cool. Ones to watch, a new artists that are bubbling or songs that are bubbling. What you guys got? Neil, do you want to start that since this is your segment?
Mine is, was it Rum Punch, Cash Cobain, Drunk Contest, Cash Cobain, 360 Charlie XCX. And then there's this other guy, and it's actually one of my boys, Jonas, out of Scottsdale, actually put me on to him. And then all of a sudden he did some shit at Summer Smash that made him kind of go viral. But this kid, Ian.
Just
not Ian Dior.
Oh,
Ian.
yeah, I saw that. I saw him come out like this, just...
He tried to reenact...
Just like a random white dude.
He came out for Yachty. But he came out like Yachty did for Summer Smash with the twirling of the mic, skipping around and went down the catwalk thing. But yeah, this kid Ian, he has 2 songs: "Figure It Out" and "Never Stop." It's just Ian, I-A-N.
All right,
but he's dope. He's
5.
dope.
What do you got?
I got on the land side, Gotta Only.
I think it's Gotta Only.
Gotta Only, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a big song. I think Sabrina Carpenter, Please, 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 is #1. But like for the clubs, I think once like the edits and remixes come out,
you guys are frozen right now.
We'll be able to
play it more. Yeah,
play it more and girls can sing along. That's a big song though.
Please, Please, Pleases.
Yeah.
Really?
It's #1. Yeah, it's. I think it just came out recently too. Cheyenne, what do you
this weekend? Yeah.
Cheyenne, what do you got?
For new songs?
Yeah, stuff that's like kind of bubbling, or if you got something that you're really feeling right now. You did say the Disclosure. I know you said that.
Yeah, I do love that song. That new one is so vibey. It's just such a good disco-y kind of record. I love $1 Million Baby. Obviously hits every time. The new A Craze Bandit is good. That Botted record. And then I'm trying to go through some stuff. Dude, I play so much of my own edits and stuff. I'm kind of
you kind of have to dissect and take apart which parts. Yeah. Everything,
and then just everything that. I'm a huge fan of Ken Carson right now. He's fucking amazing. That's who I listen to is hip hop and stuff and that kind of vibe. I love everything him.
Okay, dope. I got Toro y Moi Tuesday. It's a new record that just came out.
Oh wow, I don't know.
It's kind of rockish, but it kind of reminds me of almost I don't know, almost NERD-ish type of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has this rock hip hop type vibe to it. It's called Tuesday. I think it just came out last week, but I've just been listening to that nonstop. I don't know necessarily for the clubs, but it's a good radio record. It's a good, just cool vibe. All right, cool. What's the scenario? What's the song you're coming out with? I think everyone's been asked that a million times. What are you gonna come out with? What's your first song? What are you gonna start with? I think Cheyenne, I want to ask you this first because I think your approach to either a nightclub or a festival, it's
always different. Because if I'm playing a festival, I'm gonna have a big intro and I'm gonna go into one of my hits that's Make Me Feel with the Chainsmokers or something like that. But when I'm playing, if I played Forward or something and I just want to come out with something that everyone's gonna know, everyone's gonna be cool with, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, I fuck with this guy" right off the bat. I play something like my "I'm Good" remix. It's so right, and then you get on the mic,
something familiar and sing along, or happy and stuff like that. Yeah,
everyone knows the song, everyone likes the song, and it's my remix. So that's my go-to starter, because you can ask them how they're feeling, if they're feeling good, and then it's also one of my biggest remixes. So it's kind of easy starter for me lately.
Dope, cool. Five. What do you got?
If I'm doing a hip hop party, They Not Like Us. The OV Ho edit.
You're going right in there. All right.
Oh, going right in there. And it's downhill from there, buddy.
Start at the peak,
if I'm doing like a big room, Vegas room. There's a Pursuit of Happiness, CRG edit I always play. It goes into Noctu's, Dark. What was that?
One Chance, probably. I think it's Dash Star.
Dash Star. I was gonna say Dark Star. Yeah,
that was my Dash Star, the Noctu Dash Star. That one's always
such an epic and intro for that. And then or Memories, Rick Wonder, or anything big room, I guess.
Big room, a lot of energy. Neil Jackson, what do you got for? What are you starting out with, man?
Band for band.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't played that yet.
It's that big.
It's huge.
What the fuck? I
feel like get on it, Jerzy. God,
dude, I feel like I'm really lost on anything. Every time we do this podcast, I'm questioning everything I've ever done. Because
Same here, Jerzy. Same here, buddy.
Do you play anything at 140?
Who, me?
Yeah, tons. Oh, I'm talking about Jerzy. Jerzy
yeah, but you know what? That's like I do, but it would be like more like the double time like records, the hip hop records that are kind of just have that double beat, like like the Ice Spice records and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like
I don't know if you were playing like Miracle by like Calvin Harris, like that kind of like, because there's a Band for Band remix by Gizus that really hits. It's like that. Wow. It's really good.
I think that's another question for you. Is techno are you seeing techno kind of making this resurgence back in the scene, in like the festival scene, or like
festivals for sure?
Yeah, it's already back.
Techno. Sorry, like half that question cut out again.
Are you seeing more like a techno resurgence?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like, it's even like in open format clubs. Like there's a Bassjackers remix of that Artemis track. Like that goes really good in the club. Like I actually really love that remix. That 140.
Lost you.
Rats.
I don't know. People are speeding this stuff up, man. All the songs are coming out. It started at 124, 126, 130. Now everyone's making 133. Garage is starting to come in. Sammy Virgil is starting to make everything 137. Everyone's following that trend. The new Chicken Soup edit I'm playing is Long Story Shorts. It's 135. It's like really dope. Like, I don't know. It's coming for sure. Everyone's just liking the faster stuff.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that too, and I think that's even with the hip hop scene, like you were talking about. They're doing that, double time, where it's getting it's getting reactions, and those Ice Spice records go over really well, and they're all like around that tempo. So cool. All right, what else do we have here? Let's go over these edit submissions really quick. Big shout out to everyone that gave us a bunch of edits to go through, and we appreciate it. Anything that we do pick is going to be up on the Headliner Music Club website. So big shout out to Anazar, Bruce Briscoe, DJ Notice, DJ Rye, Gordon Ross, Jason Craig, Joey Sick, John Reyes, Joseph Nappy, Mason Edwards, Lil Fax Machine, Mr. Ferbs, Max Vibes, ML, Cure, Slim D, Steve Spin, and Tori Hoom, who all submitted their edits. So thank you guys so much for that. And if you guys want to submit edits, feel free to do that at earbuds at Headliner Music Club. Is that what it is, Scratchy? Fuck, man.
Yes, sir.
Is that okay? Earbuds at Headliner Music Club. Submit your edits. And hey, when you guys do that too, please don't lock them or like have some weird passwords and stuff like that. Like
send it on Dropbox, man.
Send it on Dropbox. And also, don't send WAV files, because those are really big on emails. Like, let's just make this easy for everybody, because we actually, surprisingly, we got a lot of edits, so we go through them all, and
just give us 3.
Well, waves are fine if you're doing Dropbox, but if this Dropbox,
I mean, let's just make this easy. If you don't have Dropbox, just send an MP3 and one MP3 and an email. But thank you guys so much for actually doing this and supporting us. So I got Raise Your Glass, the Mason Edwards Lift Your Voices bootleg. Big shouts. I like that. It's just a good open format record. Pink's making a comeback, I think, in nightclubs. People are singing it. And then I like the Not Like Us, the OV Ho Dirty ML short intro edit. Lobi mentioned that in our last podcast. He's like, hey, we just got to start with that OV Ho part. And somebody did it. So big shout out to ML for that. That's what I got. Neil, 5?
I got 4. I got Last Friday Night Mason Edwards Jackie Chan bootleg.
Ooh.
I got TikTok Mason Edwards What's Up bootleg. Then I got Please Don't Go, Joseph Nappy edit. That's that I think Jay Sean record. Is that Jay Sean?
Jay Sean.
Baby, please don't go.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And then Joseph Nappy again with Shiver. Now, those two edits were more like, I want to say it's like Afro tech, Afro house.
Afro house.
Kind of, but that's like the big sound for us here. Dance wise, that's like huge. Afro tech, Afro house, Latin house. Like
that's like a steady beat. What would you, how would you describe that? It's like just, it doesn't like, there's no peaks and valleys in the.
There's no peaks, but it's just like vibes.
Yeah, it's just all vibey.
It's like black coffee. How do you say kind music? Kine music? You know, like Adam Port and me and those guys. How do you pronounce that? Like I love their shit. So
yeah, that's like a big sound here. A lot of the day parties are that.
Like that's like that melodic Afro house. Yeah,
it's huge here.
5, what do you got?
I got a couple. Rihanna, Pour It Up, Find a Way Blend. I think it's Million Dollar Baby by John Reyes. That's a dope one. Chris Lorenzo and Calvin Harris, Pump. It's the open wide Slim D edit. One more. Kanye and Cream, I Wonder, Steve Spin remix. And one more. Adele, Rolling in Deep, Bossa Nova, In My Head edit. And those are all just, well, the last 3 was like all big room stuff.
Dope. Cool. And then if you guys wanted these edits, you can get them on Headliner Music Club. If you don't have a subscription to Headliner Music Club, you can sign up for 50% off your first month using the code EAR_buds, and it'll get you 50% off your first month. And you can thank Scratchy for that one. So thank you, Scratchy, for providing that for everybody.
Let's go.
All right, segments 5. Let's move to Sneaky Slappers really quick. Some left field records that you are playing. Cheyenne, I want to know what's something that you pull out of your bag.
I'm going to have to think about this one. I didn't really think about this question.
Just
one that like EDM track that breaks down into something left.
Yeah.
or something old.
I mean, actually, like I've been playing that, what is this, like a sleeper right now is that, 3X. Like I have a segue into that, into Turn Off the Lights.
Oh shit! Chris Brown. Oh,
and that whole everybody put your hands up. Like, dude, that's like it crushes every single time, and that's like my sleeper edit in my set.
That's perfect. That's
dude, yeah. Everyone wants a good remix of that 3 times track. I haven't made it. I haven't had time to do it yet, but I have like just a little bit of a section of a remix of it, and it crushes.
Wow.
Dope. Yeah. Well, you just hit that out of the park. That was exactly what we were looking for. Neil, why don't you go real quick?
For Sneaky Slappers, I got Game of Love, Michelle Branch and Santana.
Oh, wow.
I didn't do this one. Marco Penta did this one, and it blew the roof off this club. Was Whenever, Wherever, Shakira.
No shit.
Like literally everyone was singing the song. I was like, and he was opening for me, and I was like, I can't compete with this. Like it was that big of a reaction.
Wow. I didn't even think. Yeah, I mean that was a big song. So yeah, bringing it back.
And then there was one more, and this one kind of came out of nowhere, and I noticed it because I got 3 different requests for it. One request for 3 different gigs in 1 week, and that was Latch, Disclosure. No remix. It was just that one, and it just
that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
That song is so good.
I hear that song a lot in New York when I'm out there.
It was so random. I'm like, wait, this must have went viral or something, because I never get an old song like that requested 3 different times in a week.
Yeah. Well, so, Latch is a classic at this point. 5. What do you have for Sneaky Slappers?
Not so. Yeah, it's pretty sneaky. Bryson Tiller, Chow, good for a R&B party. For the ladies. Outsider samples the Whisper song. And then did we mention Willow, Whip My Hair?
Oh fuck, no. We've never talked about that.
Like it's going viral again, and I feel like I haven't played it yet, but I feel like it's gonna.
Dude, you pulled like last week or last podcast. You said "Cyclone" by Baby Bird.
Did it work? Did anyone try it out?
I know, but like he's coming through with some. Those are definitely some sneaky ones. I got the only reason I'm saying this one is because I got in a I was covering somebody. They need to use the bathroom really quick because the end of the night, and they're like, "Yo, just throw some records on it." And I was looking, and my go-to is T-Pain "Buy You a Drink," and and he didn't have it in his computer. I'm not going to say who this was. Yeah, so
Gotta
like
be Nick.
It was. It actually was. So I kind of was just like, "Yo, maybe people are not aware like how big of a record Buy You a Drink is." And
wow,
and like how people go crazy for it. But
that one, I go in from that one into Kiss You Through the Phone.
Oh yeah. Soldier Boy, is it
huge?
That's Soldier Boy. Yeah.
Huge.
Bedrock too is another one. Like those are just
shit.
Bedrock and stuff like that. But anyway, I didn't want to say his name, but Five said it for me. But yeah, that was shout out Nick, man.
Fucking Nick Rockwell.
Dude,
get it together.
Come on, man. All right, sneaky slappers. All right, big room edits. We'll just breeze through these really quick. If you got some big room sneaky slapper edits or some stuff that this was just basically some big room edits that you're really liking, I think kind of a slapper. I got Shabuzi and Bastille, a bar song, the Kazis Pompeii edit. I like that one. I think that's on Headliner right now. Also the Waka Flocka Flame featuring Roscoe Dash No Hands, the Cheyenne Giles edit. So yeah, I'm guessing that's your edit. I play it all the time, so man,
I like that one too.
Yeah, it's really good. What do you guys? Anybody else got some?
I got Like a G6, Far East Movement. I don't know who did this edit. Versus Girl on Couch and Bill and Ted. I think that's on HMC. I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Those two edits that are on HMC right now are fire. Those HMC edits, whoever did those are crushed it.
Shout out to Evan.
Who did do it?
I don't know.
Okay. BBL Drizzy, Metro Boomin, the Red House edit. And
I don't know that one.
Weirdly enough, this one actually came back and it's like the ×3. It always gets a reaction. Is I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas, the Greg Evan remix CRG edit, but it's just got some muscle behind it. It's more electronic.
I got a feeling it's got some muscle.
No, because it's the whole song. Yeah, it's not like there's just like a drop. It's like a drop, but with the vocals on it. It's like the whole song, but it's just got more
umph.
Yeah,
push.
Yeah, but it gets a big reaction. So I guess that song came back, I guess, as a throwback.
I Got a Feeling?
Yeah.
Five, what do you got?
Oh, I thought I won already.
Oh, you did? Oh, Shine did.
No, I
did.
didn't. My bad.
Yeah, but like I said, like the edits, the two HMC edits that are in your top 10 right now, those are fire. The Boombox one and I think there's more of a houseier one that I heard today.
Yeah. I got Summertime Sadness, Lana Del Rey, Kazis and Rick Wonder edit, Shimmy Shake, HMC acapella edit, Hugo, Sippin' Yak. I think I said that last time. I don't know. But yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we've reached the part of the show where Cheyenne, this is the spotlight's on you now, man. Thank you for putting up with us for the past whatever hour. But
absolutely.
Now we're getting into the hard-hitting questions. We really just scratched the surface, but we can dig deeper if we needed to. Cool, man. So, I think welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
And
thanks for having me.
Thank you for doing this. I guess for a lot of us, you can connect because you said that earlier that you have an open format background and you've kind of made that transition to the festival scene and the ticket selling, and I think that's a big mountain to climb and to kind of
I'm pretty sure that I probably opened for all three of you at some point in my career.
Crazy.
And then I've also opened for you.
Now we're returning the favor. So but it's awesome to see somebody that's come through I guess the same struggles that we kind of go through on a daily basis, and now you're on that other side of things. Can you speak on I think more or less how would you describe your style, and does open format play a lot in the I guess the DNA of your sets?
Yeah, definitely. I could tell because I could tell like I'm being left off I mean, I feel like the open format DJ still lives so deep inside me that it's been hindering me a little bit from making the next step, because I still play make remixes of too many classics. You see Fisher or like them doing it. Like I still have that in me that I love to do it. And then I love putting all these edits all over it. And like I need to like stop doing that so much and really focus on like really making albums and the artist I want to be and what I'm selling. Because I've always just been like a soft ticket guy where like I show up, I just want to play the hottest records for the people. And then also I came from like a hip hop dance or like more of a dance background where I couldn't play big build-ups and I can't play big lulls, breakdowns like I can on a big stage with its lights and the lights go off. And then you have a breakdown that builds again. And then you like bring up the energy. Yeah. So my stuff always has like, it's kind of cringy sometimes because I always keep a Fat Man Scoop vocal or a hey going in the background because I come from that like style. But I love that. Like that's why all the DJs download my stuff, because I know that they're playing in the club and they know my no hands. Like it doesn't have any big buildups, or it does have the buildups, but I keep them really short and I don't keep any of the fluff in there.
You cut the fat. I think that's what I've noticed.
Happens, but then what happens is it becomes more of a DJ tool, and then and then my music starts sounding more of DJ toolish, and rather than like emotionally like invested. People get emotionally invested in my music. It's more banger, 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 which I'm trying to bring it back right now. Take more time on my records and like actually like write better music. But like I say, DJ wise, like I cut everything short. I don't play anything over a minute and a half. Like, yeah.
So that's what we're looking for, like in the future, is like full songs. That's what you're saying.
It's just more of like what somebody who did that really well, who saw it a little bit ahead of me, is Knock. Like Knock was like, I'm not going to do these edits. I'm not going to do these remixes. Like he was doing them with me for the longest time. Yeah, and we were putting out all these edits together. And there was a time that his management just said like, "Yo, like we're going to do this rather than that," and works for him.
Is there a certain approach that I guess you would take to get noticed? Is it putting out a lot of edits? I would say to anybody
that like to get noticed is edits, like make edits, because they don't like DJs don't really realize it, but almost every market has a DJ that's booking. It's not all the club owners. The club owners usually will hire like the city's best DJ to like start booking out the venues. So if that person is playing your edits, they're more likely to like know who you are, book you in that market. I came up that way. It was a lot longer for me of a road for me to take, but I started before I had a management and before TSO signed me and stuff. I was getting booked in Madrid and getting booked in Florida or a New York or a Chicago, just basically off edits, just putting my edits to HMC, putting them in all the record pools, and then like getting my name out that way. That was my first time. I made it a point in 2019-20 to like make sure that I did every classic. So like people had to see my name in their Serato every fucking time. Yeah. So I went through, I did Pursuit of Happiness, like everything, like Riverside, everything that wasn't remixed in a long time, Day and Night, all that I did in 1 year. And then like, I'm trying to get out of that a little bit. So I haven't been turning in the remixes to HMC as much, but it's hard, dude. How
would you describe your style? Would you say you have like a signature sound? I mean, I think we kind of interpret that, but yourself, do you have? I
try to be like in a pocket of not festival and not too like and not too clubby. I would say like I want to stay in a pocket of like Day and Night Crookers, like Crookers remix. Mm-hmm. See how it could still be played at a festival, like, and then it's played on the radio. So I want to stay like in that lane. And you know what? Like I think that's missing in this, like more of that party rock sound again. Like I know LMFAO kind of blew that up, and like, but like with that sound, that fun like EDM sound, like there's nobody like tackling that little lane right now. And that's what I'm trying to like with my new stuff fit in a little bit, because I feel like nobody's touching that.
Oh. Yeah.
And then kind of like crossover, like almost like a crossover record that you could kind of it could be on top, it could be on the radio, or it could be on
I blew up in 2019 because like we took everyone's styles and we like combined them. So what we did, like with our first, like how we got our style is like we're like, what would it sound like if Martin Garrix, Chris Lake, and Skrillex combined and collabed on a record? What would that sound like?
Oh,
and that's how we came up with our sound.
That's dope.
That's when me and
that
Knock were
actually
working
does
together.
make sense.
Right. But that's like,
so like in the big, so if like I'm good, like dun 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 dun, that would be like the Martin Garrix part. The middle part that would be like Skrillexy, like and then the end would be like dun dun dun. It's more of like a vibey Chris Lake ending of the drop. And that's how I do all my structure in three sections of my drop.
So that's your approach basically when you're going to, you know, hey, we're gonna do this melodic part, or we're gonna have this hard part, but it's gonna not alienate a certain crowd.
Yeah, obviously all my records are different, but that's the general approach, and my style has always been like, I try to combine two artists or two or three artists and be like, what would this record sound like?
That was my second question. Does your approach change when I guess there's always, you know, we were talking earlier about techno being kind of more on the forefront right now, or that tempo. Do you stay, I guess, would you change your sound, or do you change your style depending on what crowds are liking, or do you kind of stay true to what you want to do? And I think that's, you know, I think it's a struggle for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could say that like I change my set to please everybody. Like, but I also do it for me. I like switching it up. I like playing those 140 records on the big stages. So like, it's actually cool that I get to do both. It's cool that I come from a soft. Yeah,
that's a very open format way of going.
Yeah, I come from soft ticket, so like, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't mind playing "I'm Good" and the David Guetta records like on a Friday, and then Sunday I get to play everything Cheyenne Giles and everything like that's dirty as shit and hard. It's like it's a breath of fresh air. Like it's cool that I get to do that.
Where do you see this sound? I think like, you know, this, I guess, would you call it bass house? Where do you see that going in the next, I mean, do you think it evolving to being a faster tempo, or do you think it's already kind of hit that?
It's already like bass house. If you go to bass house, if you go to like Beatport and you were to go down to the bass house top 100, the bass house top 100 is not the bass house top 100 it was in 2017, 18, 19. It's not the Joyride sounding stuff. It actually sounds like tech house in 2019. It's already dumbed down where like there's no that dirty drops, and everyone's kind of like, everyone's going for Spotify plays now. So none of those sawtooth like synths like do well on Spotify. So the music's changed definitely. And then I just see, I think with everyone mellowing out their sounds, they're speeding it up. Get that vibe,
to keep the energy going.
Yeah, and then they're changing the drums, and all the hats are getting smaller and tighter, and all the drums are getting tighter, and you can tell like people like Sammy Virgil is bringing bassline UK and garage like to US, and it's coming fast.
Is it influence from a lot of this music overseas, or are you thinking it's just because it originated there and it's made its way over here, or is it people going back to that? I don't even know,
man. Music's moving so fast. I don't even know where I'm getting it. And like everything is like, you think, like I thought I had a style and like that I could keep forever. But dude, in 2 years, people have taken my style, made it their own, squashed it down. Like there's so many remixes. I go on HMC and I'm like, oh, I know what the influence like they got from that. But it makes me like not want to do that my own style anymore. So it kind of ruins it. But I'm sure Joyride, Jaws, they all had to deal with it when they put out Feel the Volume, and like everyone takes something from somebody. So like I just said, my style is I base it on Skrillex, Chris Lake, and Fish. I mean, whoever.
Yeah, that was my other question I had for you too. Is
Martin Garrix? That's what it was.
Yeah, Martin Garrix.
Do you get, because a lot of people use your original music to make edits? Is that something that
I love that? Because I mean, who doesn't want? Like it's my song, so I play different sets, and it's always cool to have a bunch of ammo in my. If it's to my song, I love it. As long as I'm not losing money on it, like don't take my song and make it your own, or like.
Right.
As long as I'm getting tagged in it and stuff too. I came from the same background where I was stealing people's edits and bootlegging the shit out of it and stuff like that. So I totally get it.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's like, I think, you know, as long as you don't, I guess they're promoting you too, because it's kind of like,
right.
hey,
it just sucks, when they put it on with your name on it. There's tons. If I type in Knock 2 on SoundCloud search, and then like there'll be a bunch of, they won't put me as an artist, but they'll put me as like a tag. But then it'll be like my song, but they won't have my name in the thing. It'll have just their profile for follows and stuff. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Wow, that sucks.
Well, that's what not to do, guys. So there you go. On this podcast, we dive into the importance of cities and culture, and being from. Were you born in San Diego, or were you raised in San Diego, or is it just
born and raised in San Diego? Yeah.
How has that influenced, I guess, your style and culture wise? Because it's. I don't know how that scene is there in terms of like house and dance music, and or where do you get a lot of your influence from?
My influence, dude, it's just come from, I've been a DJ for, I don't want to age myself, for like 21 years. So it's just been every day in the grinding of just, I don't know, honestly, it just over time, it just got my style.
Okay. So was there a pivotal moment that you went from open format DJing to what you want to become an artist, more of an artist? What was the moment that struck a chord for you?
I always was an open format DJ, but I was always that open format DJ in the market that was producing. Like, it just took me forever to like get good enough. Like, so I started in 2011. I actually got signed by Circle Talent Agency, which is United now, in 2013, under a thing called Back from the Future. And we were dubstep back then. So I was making it kind of back then. And then me and him had a big falling out. Great guy, but I can't get along with a guy all that great sometimes. So we stopped. And then I met Knock 2. Knock 2 was killing it in the game, and he lived in San Diego, and I didn't know that. And then I went to his SoundCloud, and he just said Rancho Bernardo High School in his class. And I hit him up. And then we started All Gold. And that's when like Knock 2 is so freaking good and talented. It's insane. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty decent like producer. I do stuff for like other people and stuff. Like, I feel confident in myself. That motherfucker is so good, like so talented. He's definitely going to champion.
You guys bounce a lot of ideas off each other, or if you get stuck somewhere, do you kind of go like, "Hey, what should I do with this?" Or like, is it kind of,
100%.
So close to
I asked him about dude. He's honestly my favorite producer. Like, and
he's
with
dope.
Anybody.
So dope.
Yeah, like, and I was just in the studio with Joyride like last week, and that like Knock 2 is impressive. It's insane.
That's dope.
And like, it's so crazy that he got so good in the last like 3 years. He's
and
just
in the
like
past couple of years, he's like gained like a huge following too.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he had less followers than me.
I remember
last year, and now he's got like 150,000.
Is it because of Dash Star, or
it's a whole culmination of things? It's to him and the ISO project. It's just
I get
great execution.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Five. What were you saying?
Go ahead. I was going to request these songs.
What is I guess everyone has a different way of coming up, and people that you connect yourself with and stuff like that. How important is that in your scene? Just the relationships, and I guess also doing like projects with other artists and stuff like that. Has that given you a lot of exposure, or do you kind of need to do more stuff on your own, or where do you see that?
Honestly, it sucks being alone. Being in San Diego kind of sucks. I feel like I'm the only one down here really doing this. Like, I don't really have anyone to produce with down here, so I have to go to LA, and I've been doing that a lot lately. It's like every weekend, so it gets rough. But I've been doing that a lot more.
Do you have to be in the studio, or do you guys drop back
every single day? I'm in my bedroom, like not in my bedroom, but I have another bedroom that's not.
Yeah.
But like a bedroom studio.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not about the fancy studios, and Dash Star was made in my garage. Like, so
wow.
There's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing special about it's just knowing your room. It's knowing the sound in your room.
So you could just do it in headphones and be like, all right, I know how to.
Yeah, if you know your headphones well. It just sucks when you're going from different headphones. Like, I wear actual studio headphones, and then I go try to produce on the flight. They're different. They're just totally. Or AirPods to my studio headphones.
Would you say, I wanted to ask this because I think we all kind of deal with, I think the mental approach of DJing and seeing crowds and viewing crowds. And I think maybe when people are coming out because you sell tickets, or people are coming out specifically for you. And then for us, a lot of the times it's more, hey, we just know this guy could be solid, let's go support it or whatever. They may not, we don't have that marquee name, I think, for musically, but maybe they may know us from just the open format scene or just playing different clubs around the country. What's the approach that you take in your sets? Is it, I guess the mental approach, is it, do you go into there going like, hey, people are out here for me, I don't really need to adapt so much to them? And
you definitely got to learn the room. You got to see and you got to like judge, like, are these people here for you? Like, did you sell out the room? Are people like waiting for you? Like, I still play a lot of soft ticket rooms, and I see a lot of ticket. Even I go to, I mean, all the DJs are playing to half full rooms lately. Like I seen it. They just don't post about it. It's like,
yeah.
So it's just all kind of everywhere, no matter where.
Yeah, 100%. And I just make sure to learn the market, see where I'm going, and make sure that I'm well prepared. I'm very prepared before I show up. Like, I don't have a set plan, but I have a very well thought out. And then I always have like Vegas crate next to it, more. I have what I want to play, and then a couple crates that go cornier and cornier and cornier until
kind of like or emergency, like, hey, this is too hard for them right now. We got to bring it back.
I mean, there's so much music out there. It's so easy to play any set at any time. If you really just want to adjust, like, just got to have like 3 or 4 like solid sets. Like, no, it's not this set today. It's this set. Like, or it's 100%. Not that set. It's that set.
So you're just kind of feeling your way through it.
Even I get to the club, like, or I played forward the other week, and like I got to the club thinking I was going to play something, and then it was way more packed and busier than it. I don't know. They were way more into EDM like than I expected, and so they were like, "No, just play your set. We like want you to play your set." And I was like, "All right, I'll go for it."
Yeah, so I think hacking away at him.
I played forward. I played forward the week before you, and I was. When we locked this whole episode, I was like, man, I want to stay because I want to know what Cheyenne's going to play the week after. And because, like, you know, I think everyone interprets a room differently. And when I was there, I was like, all right, I see this as being just a rager, not necessarily a hip hop room. And at 5, you've played there many times too. So I think seeing your approach to that room or my approach, and, you know, just judging, or are we getting different crowds, or is it the same crowd, or those types of things? Do you ever freak out when the crowd is not like, do you ever have panic moments where you're just kind of, shit, this is gone?
I haven't, honestly, in the last like 3 or 4. I just feel like, dude, we've all been doing this for so long. Like, you might panic at first for like right before you go on, but once you get on and you start like figuring it out, you just got to figure it out. It just sucks that like some sets will take longer than others. You won't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
You can get through it fine, but
it's like pulling teeth sometimes. Yeah. Do you ever miss the open format world, or is that something? Because now I feel like you've crossed over, and it sounds really bad, like you died or something. But I'm saying like you crossed over this other 100%. World.
I feel like I'm
look back. And
I feel like I'm less dialed. I'm less dialed in. Like you're always in the room. You're always like, a lot of these guys, local guys, have to play 3 or 4 or 5 times a week, and they're doing 6 to 9 somewhere, and they're doing 12 to close somewhere else. Like, you're so dialed in because you're listening to music and you guys are playing way longer sets, 3.5 hours. Like, so you're going through so much more music. Like, when I used to do open format, that's where I get all my ideas, or I would just listen to a song and I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go home and remix that. Like, that just like, I don't have that anymore because I'm playing like once a week, or maybe I'll have 2, like Friday and Saturday. But then like, I remember when I had Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't have Thursday, but then Friday, Saturday I had 2, like, and you would play 3.5 hours on all of them. You would just go through so much music. I would always have to be on headliner looking at what's hot every single week. And now like, I only have to go to headliner. Maybe if I didn't play the last 3 weeks, I only play like 3 or 4 shows. I'd go less. So I'm missing some of those. The tops will go and I won't see a top edit and I might've missed. So that kind of sucks.
Do you ever feel the pressure of staying up on music, being in your position compared to being an open format? Like we go over these charts because
stylistically, I want to stay on my production. Like, I feel like that I let my sound get a little bit stale over the time. I just feel like I didn't stay on top of that. I kept going with the same kind of like my formula. Like, I thought I had a sound, but like people fall out of love with a sound, or like right now, everything's so techie that they're not playing my like more bigger room stuff. Like everyone's playing Booyah and my Riverside remixes. Like they don't fit as much into the John Summity stuff that's everyone's playing now, and the James Hype and that style Medusa. They're killing it on that new, like that newer sound. I just didn't want to copy them, but it seems like everyone doesn't give a shit, and they're all just.
Well, that's the thing, even for us, because like the John Summit and then your style are very different, and then like they're both hits. So for us, it's like I feel like we get tagged where it's like you got to play those. But it sucks because
I'm not allowed to play on any of those house festivals because my songs are too big. They're like too big room. They're 2020.
Wow, like, that's crazy.
So they
I just tried to stay in my own lane. I was trying to make my own lane. Like I just want to be this sound, and I want to create but I'm too not bass house or bass house. I'm not going to get on a DJ Fresh show or like a Habstract show. They're not going to let me on there because I'm too bubblegummy. Like I have an I'm Good remix. I have this, and then I'm not going to be on a James Hype Medusa show because I'm not underground enough. It's weird. I mean, so that's why I say I like to be in that.
Are these the promoters that are judging you, or more they're just saying crowd-wise it's kind of hard because crowds just don't know where to pocket that pocket?
No, I mean all the DJs kind of like plan their tours. I'm saying like people that would bring me on tour. I think the only people that really would bring me on tour are people like the Chainsmokers, like the guys that can handle like my sound under them. Like they play bigger, but like James Hype, Medusa, they don't want to play behind a sound like mine. No way.
Yeah, it's a little different, but you're creating your own path, and I think that's important too. And I think that's bigger than really anything else, because you're not following the lead of somebody else, going like, "Hey, I'm like James Hype, just different," So it's just like you're creating your own lane, and I think that what's good from that is you're going to get a lot of people that are actually going to be under you, where it's going to be like, "Hey, you're going to be headlining these festivals or a tour, and you're going to have other guys that are coming up on that scene."
Hopefully, I seen genres just go away. Like I thought I was championing the sound, but now like Melbourne Bounce, where's that? And where's Twerk? And where's like
Louboutin? And I mean, like I've been telling people and that was like one of those things for me. Like I dabbled in the production realm for a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is dope, and I really like the bass music, but what was getting away from me was that I go, this is a really hot sound. This was on 2013, 2014, 2015. It was kind of trappy and like
future bass.
But I came back. I started on hip hop. I grew up listening to hip hop. I started DJing hip hop, and then I expanded. But so a lot of my DNA was more on that 70 BPM trappy. I was like, okay, I could connect with this. But as that sound starts to go away, it was hard for me because I'm basically going against the grain. It's going to be very hard if I'm not already established as a producer trying to make this music and be successful with it, or do I abandon it and just say give up and just going back to what I love is just DJing. So I think like what you're saying is you don't know where the trends are going to go, but also you got to stay true to yourself.
Chase them. Like, should I chase this trend or should I not? Like somebody who's been really good at always following the trend has been Tiesto, and it's like every single time there's been a trend change, he's on it. But like not everyone's allowed to do that. Like,
I mean, it's almost like, you have some of these artists that they have their own sound, like, but they also are able to adapt and make it to fit what they're trying to do. And I think, you're completely right. I mean, I think that's a very big struggle. I mean, I can imagine for a lot of producers going, do I stay true to this sound or go, kind of what these kids are feeling?
Like I said, I feel like my sound has been really stepped on. Like I'm not saying like I hate that people take my influence, but like I had a formula, and I feel like people just didn't do it correctly, and kind of like everyone. Not saying that like I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I just feel like they fucked it up. They messed it up.
Well, it's kind of like, when you what is it like when you clone something and then you clone it again, and that clone gets worse.
The sound.
Well, it gets worse as it goes on. So now you're just so far away from the original. It's just like, what the fuck is this now? It's just like,
or just like it's a lot of my sound can be too much. I feel like if everyone started doing my sound, but like let me have it. Like, I don't know. It's just when too many people are doing it, it gets a little corny.
For sure.
It's just cannibalizing a sound, basically. Like,
I think it's played out, and then you go on to the next thing. I want to ask you, you do travel a lot, and I want to see if you had any travel hacks or favorite places to play, or just kind of
travel hacks is make sure you get all those credit cards. I I know it's expensive to have that $600 a yearly thing, but I'll always
it pays itself off
every year. I yell
real quick.
Amex, it's whatever, $700 now, and I'm
like, what's your airline?
Delta for sure, but
yeah,
Delta sucks out of San Diego. There's no Delta flights out of San Diego, but I'll still pay a little bit extra. I'm
a United guy, guys.
And then I like to wait if you really need a seat, or if I'm really hungover and I don't have a seat that I want, it's always cheaper at the gate if I just go to the gate instead of doing it on that.
Oh shit! To purchase
really?
For first class.
And if you ever get screwed out of like a middle, or you're in a middle seat, if you go up and offer, I've always had this luck where if I offer to pay myself out of the middle seat, they usually will find me. They don't even make me pay. They'll just like give me when it's not.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
Be like, can I please pay my way out of this middle seat? Instead of asking for it. They're a lot more like damn about it.
You just change the whole flight.
So you're saying they take bribes? They take bribes, is what you're saying? You can go to the desk and
offer money.
Yeah,
but usually they don't take it. They'll just be like, "Oh, I'll help you out."
That's
you probably have status too, though, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just starting to get it, like, because I just started counting Delta.
What would you say your favorite city? It's your favorite place to go. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a play, but like, good food, good people, good, just
dude. Sleeper city is South Carolina, Charleston. I love that.
Shit.
That's it.
Huh.
Yeah, I've had the most fun times there.
Good food too, I'm sure.
Bill Murray's out there.
Yeah,
Bill Murray.
Yeah, he's got a baseball team out there.
How do you know that?
I watch YouTube.
I don't know. I had such a great time in Scottsdale this weekend. Just everyone's out there from San Diego. So
big shout out to Kellen,
Sid Vicious and all them. Yeah,
Kellen knows everything. A lot of dudes. Also, okay. So I think my last question is like, what advice would you give to aspiring producers and DJs? I mean, like you said, you came from the open format background, and we have a lot of open format DJs that listen to this podcast. I think they would love to just hear, what. I guess what a good approach would be.
Make really good edits, label them very properly, get the correct email addresses to all the record pools that you possibly can, and get your music into the hands of as many DJs possible. Record pools is what got my name out there. HMC is what got my name out there. That's where it's at, and that's what you got to do.
Dope.
That's where Chainsmokers got my edits to play at Ultra, which Tiesto saw them play. The Tiesto got in my DMs the next day. So that's how it all happens.
Yeah, they're still members of HMC.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Name drops. Alex. There you go. Well, dude, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, man.
Yeah,
that was
thank you,
so
man.
much knowledge. We really appreciate it. Cheyenne Giles, everybody, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right. Really quick, I just wanted to, hey, you guys, just don't forget to leave comments on our Instagram and X and YouTube. Leave reviews. We appreciate that. We'll shout you out. Send your edits to earbuds@headlinermusicclub.com. Don't forget, we got a playlist on Spotify. Someone asked if we have it on Apple Music. I don't think we do. I'm not sure if Scratchy wants to do that.
I don't even know how to use Apple Music.
There you go. So we have a playlist right now on Spotify. So all the music that we've talked about on this podcast, you can just go to Spotify and see it whenever Scratchy wants to update it. Also, don't forget to check out the Fourth Meal podcast with Five and Eric Deluxe.
Should be coming back any day.
Coming back any day. There you go. And then Five, you want to shout out you got a Sunday brunch party coming?
We have a Sunday brunch party with Miles Medina, presented to you by Hickeys and Dry Humps, Miles and HMC. Is in Long Beach at Gray LB, July 21st. Miles, me and Eric, Fade, known as Fade, Spinny Cooper, Scratchy back to back with Ever, Mary Jane. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun party, man. It's a day party, so tickets are. It's a smaller venue, so tickets are selling out. So don't sleep.
Dope.
Pull up.
Cool. All right. Well, we don't forget to check out that party, and I think that's all we got. So thank you guys. We'll check in next month with the new episode.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
So then, peace. Thank you.
Peace.
Later.
Thank you.